Number 1, the Voice of America printed a picture of an empty lectern as an attack on China for not issuing a statement that fell in line with the Western powers over the fighting in Israel-Palestine. But here's the problem. The Chinese did take a position on that battle, and it's one that's in line with the United Nations and with international law. It says that the focus now should be on halting the violence and making sure civilians are not targeted. Number 2, Netanyahu, backed by the West, is doing the opposite, extending the violence and bombing and starving nearly 2 million people. Now, these acts clearly violate Articles 33 and 53 of the 4th Geneva Conventions. Article 33 says no protected person may be punished for an offence he or she has not personally committed. Collective penalties and likewise all measures of intimidation or of terrorism are prohibited. Number 3. Anyway, the whole thing is actually China's fault, says Gordon Chang, a popular commentator on American media. China is responsible for the killings and atrocities in Israel, just as it is responsible for Russia's killings and atrocities in Ukraine. 4. Meanwhile, the UK shocked its own free speech advocates by saying that individuals waving the Palestinian flag can be arrested. And at the same time, the UK projected Israel flags on entire buildings. 5. Here's Ursula von der Leyen, head of the European Union. Cutting off water is an act of pure terror and we have to call it as such, she said. That's when Russia did it. How about now, Ursula? How about now? Number 6. Clearly the focus at the moment should be to try to prevent further violence. Yet the US response is to send weapons. There used to be a joke which went like this. Question: how many Americans does it take to change a light bulb? Answer: more guns. The idea of the joke is that the answer to every question, whether it makes sense or not, is more guns. Now we all realise with horror that it's not a joke. It seems to be government policy. Number 7. People who still read books, yes, there are several of us left, are recalling an incident in 1988. Israel's forces responded to the killing of a suspected collaborator by isolating the town of Kabatia, cutting all of its telephone lines, banning the importation of any form of food into the village, and shutting off all contact with the outside world. That continued for almost 5 weeks. Collective punishment was illegal then, and it remains illegal today. That's the problem. Humans are not good at learning lessons. We don't read enough history books. Yet today's issue is simple. The world needs to stand up and say that killing children is wrong, whoever does it. It seems the West doesn't want to say that, but the rest of us must say that. Peace.